school, we had teams of teachers. When you have teams of teachers, somebody has to be delegated as the leader because otherwise the team really doesn't move forward. And that's one of the difficult things, is that even though you're working as a team, somebody is assumed to be more powerful than the others on the team. In an ideal team, everybody would view themselves as equally powerful. So that's something that I would say is part of the teacher-to-teacher communication that needs to be looked at very carefully, is that you don't put teachers in positions of power over one another. You want teachers to feel collegial and welcome to throw their ideas out on the table. And I think that even though in the beginning when I was appointed to be team leader, there were some folks on my team that weren't happy about that. In the end, the way you lead the team is very important, and by asking everybody, bring ideas and throw them out on the table, we're all going to discuss, and we never yelled at each other. You can have some real heated discussions, but as long as you always keep it focused that it's for the best interest of the students, that's the important part. So if we keep coming back to that, so working with a team, I never let my personality kind of get in the way of what was in the best interest of the students. So if you can convince me, Kayla, this is for the good of the students, I will always change my opinion, I will always bend. But there are, you have to think about personalities when you're thinking about how teams work. In our team, we did interdisciplinary planning. We had an hour every morning where we planned interdisciplinary activities. And for those interdisciplinary activities, typically we used the social studies person as the person who would give us the thematic idea, and then we would all chip in how we were going to do something on that team. The assessment piece was tougher because everyone had their own idea, like the English lady always wanted us to assess grammar and such, and not everybody thought that was the most important piece. So coming to grips with what the expectations of the team are for the outcome was important as well. So, identifying leadership but not making that leadership powerful, if that makes any sense. I was not a powerful leader. And then the other piece was consensus on what the outcomes are supposed to be, because if we're just all chipping in and don't have a consensus, it doesn't come together for the students. So I think those are really the pieces that I can contribute as far as teaming.